Hey, what's going on, guys? Marathon just got a pretty interesting update. The big thing right out of the gate is the return of C.A.R.R.I Armory, the CyberAcme Runner Reinforcement Initiative, and this time it is set up to reward the way you actually play minute to minute. If you are in a crew, you are earning commendations by helping your teammate finish contract objectives. If you are running solo and you are not a rook, you can build up commendations by finishing objectives yourself and even snag bonus rewards for extracting with other players. And if you are a rook, exfils matter even more, because successful extractions can feed into that same reward loop too. The nice part is that all of those commendations go straight into your vault, so there is no weird extra step in the middle. Then there is the C.A.R.R.I Armory, which is basically the new place to cash in those points for useful stuff, including weekly featured weapons, free enhanced weapon options, deluxe variants, reputation packs, and a rotating set of special offers. It gives the whole system a little more personality, because now the game is not just telling you to survive, it is nudging you toward cooperating, extracting cleanly like this house, and paying attention to what the armory is offering each week. What I like about the economy changes is that they feel aimed at keeping the loot chase from getting too predictable. Weekly login rewards are now sitting under the sponsor section in the armory, which is one of those little additions that sounds minor until you realize it gives players a reason to check in and see what is waiting for them. At the same time, some of the high-end loot got tuned back a bit. Certain containers in Night Marsh now have slightly lower loot quality, but a wider item pool, so the reward spread should feel a little less one-note. Prestige drops from pinnacle containers in locked rooms were also reduced, which tells me the team is trying to keep those top-tier finds special instead of letting them flood every run. On top of that, Night Marsh combatant reinforce were fixed, so they do not roll more loot than intended over the course of a run, and folio and trunk rewards got a light rebalance across item types. Even the XP side got a pass, with blue unique weapons, superior mods, and prestige mods all adjusted downward in Cradle, so the top end of that progression curve is not handing out quite as much value as before. That is the kind of tuning that does not sound dramatic in a vacuum, but in a game like this, it absolutely changes what people decide to bring home, what they keep, and what they chase next. The matchmaking and crew fixes are probably going to matter way more than people realize at first. A lot of frustration in extraction shooters comes from the little things, and this patch clears out a bunch of them. Your previously selected zone should stop resetting after each run, crew fill settings now persist properly, and rooks can no longer queue as duos. There is also a fix for crew members getting stuck after swapping from trios to duos, plus a fix for duos failing to matchmake when the leader changes the activity to a non-duos zone. That sounds like a lot of technical cleanup, but the end result is simple. The party system should just feel less annoying. The Ready Up screen also got a nice quality of life pass, because errors now show which crewmate is causing the problem, and hovering over the error gives a tooltip that explains what needs to be fixed. That is the kind of thing that saves time and keeps people from sitting there guessing. On the combat side, folding stock bonuses are finally behaving correctly. The Bully SMG Twitch sub-drop style matches the promotional artwork now. The BR33 volley rifle audio suppression issue got sorted for the user, and the V22 Volt thrower no longer sounds wrong to teammates and other runners when it is fired. Those fixes do not sound glamorous, but they make the game feel more stable, more readable, and a lot less messy in the middle of a run. And then you get into the zone fixes, which are the kind of things that can save an entire run from feeling unfair. In Dire Marsh, players can no longer loot certain containers in the bioresearch locked room without the right key. And the timer issue where non-final exfils could outlast the final exfil timer has been cleaned up so people do not die while standing in what looks like a valid extraction. That one in particular feels huge, because nothing kills the mood faster than thinking you made it and then finding out the run report says otherwise. There were also fixes for floating containers, hidden hack devices tucked behind a cabinet in Upper Complex, missing flashlight visibility from other runners in Night, and the second wave of exfils failing to spawn in Day. So when you step back and look at the patch as a whole, it is not just one big feature or one balance change. It is a mix of stronger social reward systems, tighter economy tuning, cleaner matchmaking, and a bunch of bug fixes that should make the game feel smoother from the second you load in to the second you extract. That is usually the sign of a patch that is trying to improve the daily experience rather than just making noise. And for a game like Marathon, that matters a lot.